I'm Sav Kiriakou. Welcome to Muscleworks Gym for another workout. Today I'm with Chris Foster here. We're going to do a workout for the people that have limited time. They love training, they just don't have the time and have too many commitments to train mega long workouts, which I don't agree with anyway. I think the training should be short, intense, and very effective to be actually productive. So we're going to follow Chris here and to do a complete body workout and see how it goes. Workout one will be chest, back, and shoulders. We're going to start with chest. Follow us.
Right.
Okay. The first exercise we're going to do is flat bench press. Chris here will do it for us and hopefully we'll do it correct. If he doesn't, I will correct him. Okay,
Good.
go ahead.
Right, let's go.
Okay. I let him do the set. I didn't want to interrupt him, but Chris, I'm going to show you what he was actually doing wrong, because the first thing we decided to do is to make sure that every set we do is productive, so we don't have to do volume training that some people are doing. Because volume training, first of all, takes away too much energy, and secondly, too much time. And in reality, in true terms, is unproductive.
Okay.
So let me show you how I wanted you to do it and how I want you to do it.
Perfect.
Firstly, when you're actually doing the set, as you're coming down with the bar, I don't want you exploding up. I want you controlling it. I want you touching your chest softly and then going up in a nice, controlled manner. Not excessive movement, not jerkiness. Okay, this is how I want you to do it. I don't want you going
Nice and slow. Control.
nice and control.
Yep.
Okay? And the reason for doing that is to make sure that every single rep is not wasted. If you're exploding up half the time, if I was to put my hand on your pegs, your pegs will be soft. It won't be under contraction, which means it's not doing anything, which is waste of time. Okay, try and do it.
Yep.
Perfect. Brilliant. Try and keep the bar more in the middle of your pecs. Perfect. Don't rush. You're rushing it now. Just control it. Okay. You,
Yeah. Big
and you
squeeze
done less reps than we did in the previous set,
Yeah.
and you felt it more.
Really feel the pump then.
So that means we can do half the amount of sets that ordinarily you would have done,
Yeah.
and you're going to get more out of it. And this principle should be followed. Doesn't matter what body parts you're training, legs, shoulders, biceps, triceps, anything. The principle of controlling it and doing it in the right angles, without using momentum and explosiveness. This is what stimulates the muscle quicker. The bench press exercise, either with a bar or dumbbells, if it's done correctly, is the best exercise for chest. The problem exists that people are not doing it in the correct way. In reality, bench press suits every type of physique. If you're an endomorph, ectomorph, mesomorph, if you're doing it correctly, it will stimulate your pec muscles. The problem that is not used to its maximum benefit is because people are doing it wrong, because they go mad on the weight, how much they can bench press. The bar is not brought in the right position to stimulate the whole of the pectoral muscles. In reality, people think that bench press is only for middle or lower pecs. It's not. It's actually, it could hit, if you're doing it in the right angle, it will hit your upper pecs as well. And in reality, if was one exercise, if somebody gave me a choice and said to me, you're only allowed to do one exercise, which exercise would you do? That would be the exercise that I would do if I couldn't do anything else ever for my chest. Because I know if it's done correctly, it would be beneficial to everybody.
I think that's the problem as well, isn't it? Like you touched on there with the whole, how much can you bench sort of.
Yeah, because everybody gets into the weight because of our egos. You know, I recommend you have somebody helping you do the set because in case you get stuck, but only helping you in case you get stuck. In reality, I think people should be training by themselves, because as human beings we have this competitive nature that we want to compete, that ego takes over, and that counteracts what we're trying to achieve. So in reality, you should train by yourself, only call somebody to help you in case you get stuck, and that way you're not competing with anybody else. Because I don't care what anybody says. Once you start training with another man, even a woman, and he's near your strength, or he's doing as many reps as you try to do more, and that spoils the whole thing, because then you're not doing it correctly and you're not achieving what we're trying to achieve.